And then I drag this over. Look how much prep I do. Yeah, look at that. I have everything already loaded up. These are all the Keith Lee TikToks. So here's the first TikTok that started everything.
Me and my family are in Atlanta, and currently we are at the Real Milk and Honey. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. We are at the Real Milk and Honey on Main Street in College Park. Before we came, we attempted to call our order in. We were greeted with an automatic message that said they do not take call-in orders. The automatic message said the only way you can do pickup is through DoorDash. We went through DoorDash, they was closed. But online, it said they closed at 5 o'clock. We went on DoorDash at 4 o'clock, but we were already here, so we just went inside. I stayed in the car and my family went in, and they told them they were closed early for deep cleaning. Yet the door is wide open and it's people still going in and grabbing their orders. Now we have no idea if those people ordered beforehand or what the case is. Also, the people who relayed this message, my family said were really nice. It's just the rules. And so far being in Atlanta, I found some places do have unique rules, and this is one of them.
So just a quick summary. Oh, all right. So here's the situation. Atlanta has a restaurant problem where the restaurants apparently hate you. They hate that you show up to get food at the restaurant. So like you'll call in and they'll be like, yeah, we're not open till Wednesday, and it's Sunday. You show up at 4 o'clock, they're like, yeah, we're closed for the night. 4 p.m. they're closed for the night. The restaurants there just hate you. All right, let's watch some TikToks about it, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Atlanta, and he's been exposing what we've been talking about in Atlanta for the longest time, prompting think pieces galore about
it's not just milk and honey.
Horrible customer
it keeps
service.
Happening.
But nobody is talking about the crux of the issue, which is that black people don't think other black people deserve good customer service. There's a reason Atlanta is unique. All over the country, black people are running amazing businesses. And also all over the country, black people are being incredible customers. I know people who personally never tip less than 100%.
Tipping 100% is crazy. That's so much. When I tip like 25%, I feel like I'm a god, and the server should bow down to me.
I think Keith Lee himself is a great example of this dynamic. He goes out there to bless people specifically with massive tips. The problem is when the population of black business owners and black customers get together. And I can prove to you empirically that is the issue. Every city has a subset of the Atlanta experience. And what is it? Popeyes. That is typically black people serving black people, and it gives you a microcosm of this Atlanta experience.
I think it's less of that. I think it's definitely not that. Like, this is a very sensitive topic, but I think it's definitely like a class issue, and like they're not raised right. You get the same exact experience. Like, you'll run into restaurants run by like Asian people that do this. Like, it's all over. It's just like they're just not taught by their parents. They're just not raised.
Popeyes employees are so quick to get belligerent, so quick to get angry, so quick to get aggressive.
But Popeyes does have like
ask them to do their
the most
jobs.
aggressive
and the
employees I've ever
customers
seen.
can be very out of line as well. But why are the employees so quick to jump to anger? Why do they start off on the bad foot? It's because of the population they're serving. When you ask for basic things like extra sauce, they feel like
no
you're
one's
not
tipping
entitled
Popeyes
to those things. They don't have to be kind. They don't have to be nice. Now, the reason this stays contained is because most times we don't own the franchise. We're just working at the franchise. So there's only so belligerent, so extra the employee is going to get. But Atlanta is proof positive of what happens when that Popeyes attitude gets taken to the very top of the food chain.
That makes
All of
sense.
these house rules and automatic gratuities are because the owners believe the worst of the customers before they even show up. A lot of these businesses are new.
That's why you can't call in. You can't call in an order into a lot of Atlanta like restaurants. From what I've seen, like you just can't call in and get an order because they think you're like pulling a prank. So like, yeah, sure, you got to show up. You have to show up. You have to physically be there to order food. Which is crazy because I'm not driving like an hour to get somewhere just to wait another 40 minutes for my food to be ready. No, I'm going to call in ahead of time. Like, can you imagine how insane that would be? Like, whatever city you're in, like, you can't do that? Or if someone's viewing from Atlanta, like give me your thoughts. Because that sounds crazy. They're not
based on experience. They're based on stereotypes, which is already bad and hurtful enough. The problem extends far beyond the restaurants themselves. Keith Lee has been talking about how he can't even order food on the phone. He can't order food through DoorDash, even though you're supposed to be able to use these options. And how he's been running in circles trying to get the privilege of spending his money at this business. And that's it. That's the heart of the issue. Atlanta businesses as a whole, whether they be hair businesses, restaurants, notaries, whatever, think that you are the one who should be catering to them.
Crazy.
Every other city has it figured out. How to get your restaurant on DoorDash, how to have efficient wait times, how to deliver, how to take phone orders. But when it comes to Atlanta, it's not that there are not solutions to all these problems. It's that they don't want solutions. A lot of the other people who have stitched this whole Keith Lee situation have been talking about the finances of it.
The reason restaurants in particular are being exposed is because there is someone like Keith Lee. Keith Lee is a very nice guy. He started off, from my experience, he started off reviewing restaurants around Las Vegas. Like, he showed up at a food truck. Boom, that food truck went from no customers a day to like lines down the wazoo. Like, he has nothing but nice. He's a genuine guy. And because he has this reach and this platform, and he went to Atlanta to try to order from restaurants, that's why it's being exposed. Like, there are so many parts of like entire economies that aren't being exposed because they don't have their version of Keith Lee. Like, we need more Keith Lees in the world.
Oh, well, these restaurants are overstretched. They're trying to run things on the margins to increase their profits. They don't have enough wait staff, and that's a problem. And that might be part of it for these small mom and pop businesses. But even the big businesses in Atlanta with a name, with major backing, with all the capital you want, have the same exact problems. Riddle me this. What happened to Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles? To this day, that is some of the best food I've ever had. My family used to love to go there, but it was ridiculous the way that business was run. You have a celebrity with a name and a brand lended to that business, and their wait sheet was literally a yellow legal pad, was ridiculous. The first time we ever went there, apropos of nothing, people told us the wait was going to be 2 hours. So we went to the Publix across the street
No way.
for a
I've
snack.
never waited 2 hours.
We got some chicken
for
from
any
there.
restaurant.
Thankfully, the wait time magically shortened, and we got in after about an hour. But it was just everything. The orders were messed up. Lots of rules. Customer service, none the best. And that same laxity will leak onto the business side. There was a lawsuit filed against them. They failed a health inspection and then just finally went out of business. And the same is true of many eponymous celebrity hotspots. But it's all a matter of perception. I think a lot of these black business owners in Atlanta particularly go in with the idea that they're going to cut corners because they are serving a population that doesn't deserve the best. We really need to unpack our internalized racism on this stuff. Everybody's talking about how Keith Lee stayed in the car basically until he couldn't anymore. And when the people saw it was him, they were so eager to serve him where they had denied service to his family before. And that's absolutely horrible. But my question is, would the Real Milk and Honey have changed their tune almost as quickly for an average non-black person?
I am so glad Keith Lee is in Atlanta, shining light on the food industry specifically, okay? Because
dude, everyone is so sick of the Atlanta restaurant scene. Like, everyone has a piece to say about this.
Atlanta is not a real place. Like, and this is even before COVID. Things got way worse after COVID, but even before COVID, Atlanta was tripping, okay? Like, for Keith Lee to come in, and he's so nice, And I understand. I'm a Libra as well. I'm very nice. I try to be cool, calm, and collected. But, baby, I'm going to tell you what Keith Lee can't say, okay? Well, what he can say, but what he's choosing not to say. Atlanta, y'all got everybody fucked up. Why we can't call in orders? Why is it that when you go to certain restaurants, you can't make reservations? Why is it that
you can't
if
make
you do have you can only have a certain number of people in your party, you can't split checks, they automatically add gratuity, whether it's one person or whether it's 50 people, they automatically,
like they said, they expect the worst of their customers, so they're like, oh, you're not gonna tip, so we're gonna just force it onto you. Like, damn, it's so bad down there.
Automatically add gratuity, normally 18%. I done seen some places go as high as a mandatory 20% on all checks, but a lot of places mandatory 18% on all checks. Sir, first of all, you don't know what I budgeted for. Second of all, how do we know that your service is 18% worthy? Okay? But the fact that Keith Lee is trying to go to so many restaurants and have people pick up his food, they can't place orders ahead of time, they can't do this, they can't do that. Like,
the restaurants can provide good service because the instant they know it's Keith Lee, they fucking turn it around and they're providing the best service they ever can. But if it's anybody else in Atlanta, you're fucked.
so many rules and regulations. Thank you for shedding light on this, Keith, because we tired of it. I'm tired of oh no, you can't call in your order. Then you gotta come in and place your order.
We're like light years behind, though.
You gotta place your order at the to-go thing and wait outside. And
yeah, I kind of sense that going through.
Bro, like
you just love it, and it's like you're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. But the thing is, like, okay, listen to this. What if you don't tip? You tip at the end, right? What if you just don't? What if we just all stop tipping? Guess what? The restaurant owners have to pay. They have to make up the difference. What if? What if we just all stop tipping? All of us. Woo! I solved it. You're welcome. You're welcome, America. That's why we're USA, not USB.
Is the only place that does this, and I've lived in a lot of cities and states, okay? Atlanta is by far the worst. And I'm talking about for regular restaurants. Not just no upscale Roof Chris type stuff for, you know what I'm saying, STK and all that. No.
Also, if you're wondering, like, why subtitles on TikTok are kind of weird. All TikTokers use, like, the same editing app.
Can't call in orders.
And
like,
it comes with, like,
American
pre-made
Belly
subtitles.
Not letting you call in orders for real no more. Like, what?
And it's like AI generated.
Atlanta, do better. Okay?
And most people don't
Stop
double check
having
their
all these
subtitles.
rules and regulations because we
Unlike
are
me,
sick of it.
Because I'm a good
If
content
I
creator.
say we want to split this check 3 different ways, we want to split this check 3 different ways.
Yeah,
and
you can't even
need to
split your
it.
check.
Okay? Because it's too much. It's too much. I don't know what's worse, the Atlanta hairstylist or the...
Need a Keith Lee enthusiast review, hairstylist, makeup, nails. Damn, like I said, we need a Keith Lee for everything. Atlanta restaurants, now that Keith Lee done expose the restaurants for their overpriced food and poor hospitality. Wait, this guy has a good laugh. Oh,
I ain't never seen nothing like this. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Okay, so this is the owner of the Milk and Honey.
Instead of the Real Milk and Honey taking ownership for maybe an oversight, maybe having rules that really weren't conducive to good business, you double down on trying to attack the most prolific food reviewer in America. Someone somewhere told you maybe that this would be a good comeback. To sit up in an era when people in Atlanta are realizing that your service is subpar and that your food is overpriced and overrated. You're going to sit here in your bougie best and try to gaslight us. In your response, what you're saying here is that you don't drag anyone and you commit anyone who tries. Here's what I don't think people realize. We don't owe you our money. We don't have to go to your restaurant. You are not doing us a service by serving us. We are doing you a service by coming to your establishment and being a patron. This post implies that because you've worked hard, we owe you a debt of gratitude. I went back to the Real Milk and Honey on October the 4th to start a new series of re-reviewing restaurants because a lot of restaurants have changed from 2020 until now, and I want to make sure that I'm always having the most honest reviews posted. Previously, Real Milk and Honey got high reviews, great reviews because of some amazing food they had. But look at that waffle. That was like Lego my ego.
That does look like Lego my ego. That looks like the worst waffle I've ever seen.
People, Lego my ego. And those chicken wings tasted like they had been fried in the grease from last night. So that to say, on behalf of everyone in the city of Atlanta, I am so disappointed, not only in our food scene, which we know, which we've fought against, which we've done the best we could, but I'm so disappointed in the response from restaurants like the Real Milk and Honey around this. I wish that Keith could have gone to our best restaurants. I wish that Keith could have gone to Bomb Bill.
I want to see the actual response. Is there?
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Is it here?
The Real Milk and Honey.
Is there a way I can get to it from here? Okay, it's hashtagged.
The Real Milk and Honey and Keith Lee. It's early. I needed my coffee this morning. Y'all wouldn't stop.
The Real Milk and Honey has
Milk and honey. Oh, did they close down their account? I can't find their account. Is this it? No, what the hell is this? Oh, this is their response. Look at that. Look at that. Who's Keith Lee?
And who is this Keith Lee?
Daddy, you don't know Keith Lee? Yeah.
No.
Like, who are
Now
they
y'all got me over.
flexing to? Like, what is this culture?
He said he been constantly emailing me and constantly DMing me for me to come to Old Lady Gang. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands.
Twice? Atlanta, y'all let Keith Lee leave the restaurant empty-handed twice? Y'all really let this man say, I bet I'm about to try this food. Psych, bro, I don't got shit on me. Twice! Back to back. Y'all let this shit happen twice. I swore after the Milk and Honey situation that the Atlanta food scene would be on their P's and Q's. Y'all don't know when this man gonna pull up on y'all. And y'all let this shit happen again. I've been to Atlanta like maybe once. I didn't realize the food scene was this nutty. Bro, in the past 12 hours, Milk and Honey put out a response video talking about who's Keith Lee, but y'all knew who he was in the restaurant. I'm not even gonna talk about what their manager said online. The man turned it down Toast Atlantis because he saw all these other people waiting to get seated outside. And Old Lady Gang pulling a copy and paste from Milk and Honey on their service. Bro, what the hell are y'all doing out there? Atlanta's food scene is getting cooked.
Yeah, so he shows up, and then instead of going in there, he's like, okay, I'm gonna let my family go in there just to like test them out, right? And then his family goes in. They're like, they treat his family like shit, as you know, as per Atlanta food scene. And then when he leaves the car, they see him, and then they try to 180 it. They're like, no, we're ready for you. We have your food right here. And he's like, yeah, but what about all these other people? Like, he didn't use his like fame or anything to skip the line. He wanted to make sure that everyone else was also being served, but they're not. The food scene in Atlanta is just a tragedy. Keith Lee walking like he's Thanos right now. The worst part of Keith Lee is being so respectful and not being me. The Keith Lee taking out these restaurants like he's Batman in Gotham. Like, everyone just wants justice for Atlanta restaurants. Like, they just want the.
This has got to be the hungriest food reviewer I have ever seen.
So let's listen to that line again. I'm also having a fucking stroke right now, apparently. Am I not logged in?
This has got to be the hungriest food reviewer I have ever seen. Keith Lee is back, and let me play you this video before we get into why he just posted.
Look, they're trying to square up with Keith Lee. Keith Lee was an MMA fighter, okay? Like, that part I learned very recently. Like, he's such a nice guy. I never expected that from him. But he used to be an MMA fighter. You're not fucking squaring up with Keith Lee, dude. What are you trying to do? I also love that she keeps her head. Like, bro, what is happening in Atlanta right now? I just want to. If I'm in Atlanta right now, I just want to follow Keith Lee everywhere, and I just want to follow the drama in real time because this shit's hilarious.
When he walked in, they wanted to get him a table ASAP, but we told him we've been sitting in the cars, couldn't sit down, and they tried to let him skip in front of us. He like, nah, if they can't eat, I don't want to eat either, because how the hell y'all gonna give me a table?
Keith Lee just gained so much respect. Because they're like, yeah, Keith, we got a table for you. He's like, nah, these people ain't eating, I'm not eating. Like, what a fucking hero, dude. And they say there's no more heroes.
The video was taken about 9 hours ago, and people are speculating what restaurant did Keith Lee visit that he didn't get a table at? Well, that restaurant happened to be owned by Candy Burris, which happens to be Old Lady Gang. Now, Keith Lee explains in this video, which I'm going to tag below for you guys to watch, that he had got approached by somebody that said, hey, I work for Old Lady Gang, and we've been emailing you, and we'd love for you to try our restaurant.
Oh, no. They're trying to get PR.
And as you guys...
And then they have a chance to get good PR, and they fucked it up, dude. They fumbled the Keith Lee bag.
No, Keith Lee sent in his family to go get either a table or order some food. And of course, they told him, well, it's an hour and a half wait, so you're going to have to wait. So when his family relayed that message back to Keith Lee, he went inside himself. And here's what they had to say.
How long the wait time has been today? She said an hour to an hour and a half. So which I then asked, how were you able to sit me in 5 minutes? This is her response. How long was it before as far as
Oh my God. They try to lie about it. They're like, oh, nobody on the wait list I called is coming in. There are people in your parking lot waiting. That lie is not going to fly. Anyone with eyeballs can see that you're just trying to cater to Keith Lee because now you know who he is. And before, you're like, you're going to treat him like shit because you didn't know it was Keith Lee.
Again, my family just attempted to eat there less than 2 minutes ago. I then told her I changed my mind. We're going to go eat somewhere else. And I said, God bless you. And I walked out. Second thought.
He's so nice about it, too. Like, I would not be nice. I would let the fame get to my head 100%.
Y'all have a great day.
Have a good one.
Now, Kandi Burruss, nor has anyone else from Old Lady Gang management has responded to this entire debacle with Keith Lee. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming hours what they say and the level of favoritism they were willing to show someone and disregarding probably just regular patrons who enjoy eating at their spot. But he's still in Atlanta, so there's still more food to review, hopefully.
The correct that he said, hey, I'm here to review food. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands.
And like first thing first, right?
Oh, and here's Cardi B reacting to the whole entire situation. That Cardi B.
Right? I feel like Atlanta restaurants, they don't like to make money. I feel like they don't like people. They don't like their customers. They just don't fucking like it. First thing first, right? You could barely order in Atlanta restaurants. Like, you go like, hey, I would like to make an order. Oh yeah, we don't take orders. We don't take orders. It gets to the point that I literally have to I have to tell like people that order food from me, like, can you just name drop my name?
That's what I would.
First and first, they don't do no pickup orders. They don't do deliveries. They just don't do shit. Second, Atlanta restaurants, right? They be closed on the most random shits. Like, it's like you look at you go looking for a restaurant on Google, and it's like, oh, this shit look good. Oh, they closed. What is that? What do you mean? Y'all niggas is closed Monday through Wednesday? Or they'll just have the most random days closed. Like, oh, they close on Tuesday. Or, like, it's just the most random shit. Like, it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't like making bread. Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. And
Atlanta residents must be so hungry all the time.
With some Atlanta restaurants, I be noticing, too, that it's like, it's either they open... It's either they open too late or they close too early. Like, motherfuckers be closing like at 6 o'clock, or will take
That's
a fucking
prime time dinner. What the hell?
It's just insanity, and it's always the food wait is so busy. It's so busy. Like, I feel bad for Atlanta residents. Y'all have to go through. Thank you, Jesus, I'm famous, but even me being famous is like a hassle. It's a hassle. Motherfuckers don't like making money out there. Like in New York, a restaurant is gonna open up early and gonna close up fucking late.
So hard
They're gonna
in New York is different
you
everywhere.
all the motherfucking time. Like even with the bougie restaurants, like
dude,
even with the bougie restaurant, it's not as bad as fucking like the Atlanta service. It's like the Atlanta, like, it's almost like, it's like they treat you like they doing you a favor. Like they doing you a favor. Like, y'all want motherfuckers to come back? Y'all want people to come back?
Dude, it's crazy. They got Cardi B yelling about
bougie.
this.
Like, eating in Atlanta is extremely bougie. And I just thought it was me. But now that I see that other people feel that, or maybe sometimes
and that's Cardi B. Who expected Cardi B to be part of this?
Yesterday, me and my family.
Well, this is Keith Lee's actual video. He's great. I'm gonna actually copy his link. And if you guys don't know who Keith Lee is, he's a wonderful guy. He's one of the better, like, more wholesome TikTok creators. I'm just gonna put his link in the chat. Like, it's actually nuts.
Kandi ain't gonna learn until they shut down that business. And I'm so glad that this is getting some highlight, because let me tell you something, child. Look at the reviews. Go to Old Lady Gang. Look at the reviews on the food alone, right? But that's not even the point, right? So this TikTok creator that is known for doing restaurant reviews, Keith Lee, talks about his experience with the Old Lady Gang, child. Okay, so what he does like anonymous reservations because he wants to get like an authentic review, and he was planning to do this at Old Lady Gang, so you already know what it is. Okay, they ran into some problems. First of all, when his wife went in there to make the reservation.
Yeah, that's the same one. So the first one he went to was the Real Milk and Honey, and he wasn't able to get anything there. And then he went to Old Lady Gang, and the same thing happened. And I'm pretty sure if he does another restaurant, it's gonna be the same shit. Atlanta, like, you get your stuff together.
People, okay?
And like, people are actually upset. Why? People are upset that Keith Lee's exposing this? Why?
That feel like this lady is astounding. Keith Lee did nothing wrong. All he did was expose you.
You said, I do not understand how this person feels it's his mission to go around bad-mouthing black-owned businesses. You gotta be so dense. Are you like protecting the scene? Are you one of the restaurant owners? Like, are you upset that you're getting exposed? Was it your restaurant that treated his family like yo, you fucking tell him, dude.
That's it. And now you pissed off that you got exposed. He didn't badmouth no business.
Actual dense. Right, like
trash.
These restaurant owners are
y'all
so
want him
dense.
to handle y'all with care. Y'all better off issuing an apology and saying y'all want to do better.
Yo, you guys want to start a restaurant in Atlanta?
No integrity.
Apparently, all you got to do is just serve food on time and let people in your restaurant. That's all you got to do.
Atlanta, you should be ashamed.
Like, everyone is upset over this. It's crazy.
After
Okay, what are your thoughts on this? It's such a crazy thing. Like, a guy's just going around trying to get food to review, and he's staying hungry. He got no food. I'm game. Apparently, that's all you got to do. You just got to go to Atlanta and just open a restaurant. Oh, my God.
Me and my family are in
And here's the memes. Keith Lee if he wasn't so nice. All right, let's watch this one.
Atlanta, and currently we are at the Oogly Boogly Disaster. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. And that's because these motherfuckers don't want no fucking business. And bitches get talked to all types of ways and shit. They yell at you through their website, you know that? Why I feel like you screaming at me through the menu online? I sent my wife in to pick up the food, but they told her that because today was the first Wednesday in November that she had to do 20 push-ups in order to be entered into a raffle for a chance to be chosen to order her food. So I went in to order it instead. They told me I didn't have to do no push-ups, and I had already had my order ready before I even ordered it. And I told them to suck me. As y'all already know, I don't like special treatment. I want to be treated just like everybody else because I'm no different than everybody else. It doesn't matter how many followers I have on TikTok or anything. So keep that same fucking energy, bitch. And on the way out of the restaurant, they told us to make sure that we tell the world about us. And I said, I got you. Y'all don't go to this motherfucker. If you go shit on the wall, smear it up against the fucking glass, and shit ass to window, you know what I'm saying? Fuck this place. Fuck everything that they have. 1 out of 10. Customer service? Fucked. The staff? 1 out of 10. 0. Cause what the fuck y'all got an attitude with me for at 8:30 in the morning cause you gotta work at a job you applied to work for, you stinking bitch. Ain't none of you bitches Jada Cheebs. Ain't no fucking little baby or rapper gonna walk in that motherfucking wife, none of y'all. So get your fucking mind right before I get it right for you. Don't eat nothing at the Oogly Boogly Disaster. I saw lights jumping around on this shit. It's fucking terrible. The business should have never been created at all. Matter of fact, all employees should be arrested and all shareholders should be put on fucking trial. Now don't formulate your own opinions. Don't go try it for yourself. Run with what I'm telling you. Fuck that shit. It's nasty. I hate it.
I never watched the whole thing. I saw a little bit and I saved it for stream. Holy, I can't breathe. Keith Lee's anger translator. You remember the Key and Peele translator? Like, this is what it reminds me of. The Key and Peele, the Obama translator for Key and Peele. Oh my God. Evil Keith Lee. Keith Lee somewhere in an alternate universe. Keith Lee alter ego is leaking. Oh my God. Keith Lee privately watching Holler. The Samuel L. Jackson of Keith Lee's. Oh God, that was good. Oh, this guy's great. This guy's great. Restaurant seeing the 2-week-old burger go to a car with Keith Lee inside it. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh. Wait, he actually got some food in this one.
TL, the first place we went to is Atlanta Breakfast Club. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. We spent $144.60. But granted, we got food for 5 adults and 2 kids. The customer service was interesting. While the people were nice, the rules they had set were very unique to me. We initially tried to do takeout, but when we came in, they said we couldn't sit down, and there was no space at the bar for us to stand. So we had to stand outside to order our food, and then we decided we just gonna dine in. But 2 people in our party stepped out for a second, because again, we fresh off the plane, so everybody was trying to get situated. The waitress, again, she was nice, but she told us she couldn't take any orders, or she couldn't do anything until everybody sat down. No water, no coffee, no drink orders, no nothing. She also said they can only do 1 order, and there's no add-ons.
That rule sounds like they expect you to, like, you know, not show up or something, like show up late. And I guess they're like, oh, we have so many people we got to get through. You have to be here. I know some places that don't seat you unless everyone's there. But, like, once you're seated, then, yeah, you can order for that person. I don't get why not.
Like, if you want to add on afterwards, it's a wrap. 1 order for the whole table. She wouldn't even explain to me.
One order for the whole table. Oh, you want appetizers? That's it. That's your order for the day. You're feeling dessert halfway through? Nope. They don't want it. They don't want your business. They don't want you there. It's crazy.
But again, it's very nice. I just understand that those are their rules. Unique to me, but it is what it is. I'm going to show you everything I got, and we're going to try it and rate it 1 through 10. Peach cobbler French toast, a breakfast bowl, which is eggs, bacon, cheese, and a biscuit. Last but not least, salmon croquettes. Peach cobbler French toast is separated, which I appreciate. Pour it right on top.
Ooh.
It said it came with a shortcake topping. I think this is it. It's just 1 block. Am I supposed to break it up myself? No, it don't break up. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. This is like wheat bread or whole grain toast. It's not my favorite thing, but it's also not my least favorite thing. It's all right. You can see where the French toast dipping absorbed into the bread. I would say like 10% of the bread is coated in that French toast. The rest of it is just bread. And the peaches are the only thing that's hot in this. 6 out of 10. This is the breakfast bowl. It's just eggs, bacon, and potatoes.
Oh, Ryan. Yo, you heard about the Atlanta food scene?
Especially with some hot sauce.
It's hot doo-doo.
It's a very basic breakfast, but with basic, it's kind of easy to mess up. And I don't think that messes up. 7.5 out of 10. See what this biscuit talking about. You mean no jelly? No jelly? Some syrup on a biscuit? Yeah. That's crazy work.
The butter is $1.
The butter $1?
Yeah, that's right.
The butter's
the butter.
That's what Smiles was talking about. They charge you $1 for the butter. I went to Atlanta while I was working down south. Hot trash. Dude, they don't let you call in. They don't let you order ahead. They don't let you make reservations. They close random just pick 2 out of 5 days, like on the weekday. They just closed. And they close for dinner service at 6 p.m. So you better eat dinner at 5 o'clock.
$1? At a breakfast place?
Swear to God.
Breakfast place, $1 for butter. I got $80 omakase. It was worse than the Sushi Palace. For everyone that doesn't know in chat, Sushi Palace is an all-you-can-eat sushi place with the cheapest sushi. Jesus Christ. Dude, Atlanta is terrible. It's overpriced, and it's like, it's overrated.
It's buttery, it's salty, it's a good biscuit. I just can't swallow it. It's dry. That's like
You're telling me you paid $140 for some Popeye biscuits that drier than the fucking Sahara Desert? Ain't no way. This guy took rice out of a metal square buffet bowl and
biscuit. So I'm not faulting this biscuit specifically.
I can't, man. Atlanta food scene is trash.
You hear how my words coming out, but I am faulting the fact that it don't come with jelly. And butter is $1. That's crazy. Last but not least, the salmon croquette.
Butter being $1 is insane.
Is it? It's good.
The restaurant owners are watching from the window, like
it come with the little remoulade.
They're probably
sauce,
so mad. What the fuck?
That's much better. Let me see these grits. Them some seasoned grits. The salmon croquette itself isn't that seasoned, but with the remoulade sauce, these grits is buttery and salty and thick. 7.8 out of 10. This is my favorite thing. For the first stop in Atlanta, I'm very interested to see what the rest of this trip holds. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Like that's all they had to do was give them some food. Hot lemon. What was the lemon hot pepper good? Better off going to Waffle House. Yeah, like honestly, just go to IHOP at this point. Like that looked awful. It sounds stressful ordering there. Oh god, what's the comments? Definitely would have just went to Wendy's. Parking is a nightmare. Had to pay and walk from the aquarium. What? The rules were unique. Yeah, he's so polite with it. Cause like, if I went there and I reviewed like any Atlanta restaurant, I'd be like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like, it sucks down here. I wouldn't use language like the customer service was interesting and the rules were unique. I'd be like, yo, it's like you said, it's hot trash and it's kind of ass. I'll be like, YouTube video, Chinese guy goes to Atlanta for food. Disappointed. But yeah, this was what I really wanted to cover, was the Atlanta food, like the whole drama with the Atlanta food scene down there. It's I'm glad they're getting exposed. I'm very happy. Keith Lee, do him justice. Did he try anything else? So this is his most pinned Atlanta ice cream truck? Oh, a recap. Okay, Keith Lee, what you got?
This week has been insane. This is a recap of everything that's happened this week. The good and the not so good. Let's talk about it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. These 2 videos were posted yesterday. Long story short, me and my family tried to go to Old Lady Gang, and that situation just wasn't for me. And I want to be very clear. Usually when celebrities come in, they want to be treated like that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal person. So I get the employee was just trying to do her job. I'm just not the target audience for that kind of treatment. So we went to another place.
Korean food good? I'll keep that in mind.
We went to Old Lady Gang. I shot the video. We left and went to Toast on Linux. Toast on Linux is where those 2 videos were taken. I had no intention of shooting the video. We just went to eat food. We walked up. It was a 2.5 hour wait time. But the people that were waiting were dressed to the nines, head to toe. On Sunday in Atlanta, people go to brunch, so they expect to wait. We didn't know that. While I was there, me and my wife took a picture with a lady who does food reviews. She has nothing to do with the situation other than the fact that we took a picture together while she was eating. They said it was a 2.5 hour wait time. We said, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. While we walked out, the entire staff walked out behind us. They attempted to implore us to stay and said that we could sit down immediately. Again, I'm not the target audience for that. Usually I would just leave, but before we left, we saw 2 cars with 2 people in each car. So they were separate. It was 2 girls in 1 car over here. It was 2 girls in 1 car over here. 1 car had been waiting for an hour and a half. The other car had been waiting for an hour. 1 car was trying to do takeout. 1 car was trying to sit down. So again, the people that were waiting inside that were dressed to the nines, they didn't mind waiting. But the people that were sitting in these cars, I didn't like that. So the owner and the manager walked out and they offered us a table for us to be able to sit down. We told them as a family that we would do takeout, but we wouldn't eat in the restaurant. And the only way we would do takeout is if they gave the table that they was going to get us to the 2 girls that was sitting in this car, which they did. And on top of that, they had to make sure the girls that was sitting in this car got takeout before we did, which again, they did. The staff and the owner were extremely accommodating. They were nice, they were accommodating, they were professional. And again, that's just my...
So they're able to do it. Like, if you put them on the ropes, they're able to, like, rush through it, make orders, like cook, have the kitchen on fire. Like they're able to do it. They just don't want to. Like it's
like when we got the food, we all enjoyed it. Personally, the food was good to me. But again, I wasn't recording anything. I was just eating. We paid for our food, and I tipped the waitress $500. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it because
what a fucking tip!
I was eating food. But these videos came out, and I just wanted to make sure we clear it up. The lady we met inside the restaurant had nothing to do with anything. She was just eating food, and I wasn't arguing with nobody.
Dude,
I don't argue.
He's a religious man, and he's a man of the people. Like, he's an actual people's man. If there's one thing you take away from this, like, even if you forgot about the whole Atlanta scene, is Keith Lee is a genuinely nice dude. Like, he has no drama with him. Like, he posted a video, like, one of his best videos was, like, him talking about his wife's cravings, and he was, like, super attentive. Like, nope, all green flags.
I even said in the video that they recorded, I'm just Keith. Social media aside, I'm a normal person. Cardi B went live last night, and she said this about our situation.
Talking about this guy called Keith.
we saw this earlier.
Like, who is that?
I'm just going to skip through it.
Please find this. Eating in Atlanta, it is
one of the restaurants that me and my family went to. Amazing. Shout out to Cardi B. The Real Milk and Honey is one of the restaurants that me and my family went to. The Real Milk and Honey and Milk and Honey are 2 different restaurants. The Real Milk and Honey is a restaurant we went to. Milk and Honey is a restaurant we did not attend. I already was very clear and transparent, asking y'all not to leave hate anywhere. But specifically, don't leave hate to the Milk and Honey. They didn't do anything. Update. I just received a notice from the owner of the Milk and Honey. The place that we did not go to, them and their employees been receiving death threats. I'm absolutely 100% not with that. that's so corny and so lame, regardless of my opinion on any restaurant, even if it's the Real Milk Honey. We don't do that over here at all. If you do that, you are not somebody that watch me and not somebody that support what me and my family are on. God bless you. And I mean, under any circumstances, that's not okay in my eyes. But again, if y'all would listen to me, don't leave hate nowhere. If you would like to have your own personal experience on any of these restaurants, I encourage you to go. But now to the most important thing. These are all the amazing things we're able to do while we're in Atlanta.
All right, let's go.
I've been through so much to open this restaurant. Didn't even know I was gonna be able to open it. And you know, tonight, who walked through my door? Keith Lee.
We've been Keith Lee.
40 at night, and this is the line. Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything I've been wanting, manifesting.
Who would have thought Keith Lee would bring ATL out, bro? Like, God did this, Bird did this, Keith Lee did this, nigga, we did this.
Popular TikToker Keith Lee is sparking a lot of conversation about Atlanta's food scene.
Packed of Keith Lee. Look at these cars lined up. Y'all, this area is always empty, but this is just one side. It is never packed, but this is the dining experience.
Dude, I don't know who Bird is either.
You got these people attention now? Talk that talk, George. You got these people attention now. Now they know it's not a game no more.
Shout out to every single person that we met while we were there. The hospitality from the locals in Atlanta, crazy. Something I'll never forget. This has been another stop on a Keith Lee and family food tour. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Dude, it's like he just shows up at your restaurant, you're set. You don't need marketing. You don't need word of mouth. You don't need anything. Keith Lee shows up, you're set. Your business, your restaurant, you're set for life. Like, amazing guy. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover. Hey, thanks for watching. I got a video here for you. Dating advice that should be illegal, but maybe not.